Yeah. Cool. Cool. Wow. Well, hello and welcome to Penguin Live, where you have the best seat in the house for the best magic in the world. I'm your host, Dan Harlan. Thank you so much for supporting live magic. And judging from the response that we have here in the studio, the gentleman that's with us has a great reputation. Fast-growing reputation among magicians. They've all turned out to see him live. So happy you did too. Now he's going to teach you how you can make your magic into more than just a demonstration of tricks. As a matter of fact, he has created some amazing, very artistic and expressive pieces, starting out early on with his Shadow Orchestra, which you may have seen that. He's performed that over 1,000 times around the world. You've probably seen his award-winning mirror act. Maybe recently you've seen him levitate while jumping rope. Now he has won numerous awards, the first at the Albano International Congress of Italy, for example. He also won a gold star at Laudal Magic Festival in France, and he's created some really interesting characters, including the character Sneaky for the Cirque du Soleil Show 1, which is currently playing in Las Vegas. He blends magic, circus acts, music, and comedy together to create art. And he's going to teach you how you can do the same. So please welcome Xavier Mortimer.
Hi, my name is Xavier Mortimer, and today I'm going to share with you some of the magic and the tricks I've been working on the past few years. First, tape to tie. This is a great trick for opening or like even if you have to do a speech or something in front of an audience or just a small routine, you just open with that and it's funny. And I like the idea of like having this piece of tape that looks like a tie and then turning into a tie, just instead of just producing a tie. This is the main thing that I work with my magic, make sense. So, I'm gonna get naked. How does it work? Basically, you really thought I was naked under? Okay, so basically it works like a flap. So you have two shirts. You have one shirt behind here and one shirt over. Okay, so if you want to build this act, this trick, you have to buy two shirts exactly the same. Then you take off the bottom part of one seam. I should have a table or something where
I can hold it. If you want me to hold it.
Okay, thank you, Dan.
Yeah, sure.
So, thank you, Dan.
Your microphone? Let's make sure your microphone is in a good place while we're adjusting things. Yeah. Perfect.
All right.
Good.
So, so basically, I have a shirt that's underneath the other shirt. So I take off the front of the shirt. It works like quick change, you know. Some of the quick change work like that. You take off the whole front of the shirt, and you're gonna sew on the bottom part of the second shirt. Is that clear?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It works like I've got a piece of paper here. So basically, you have the bottom here, and the top, which is glued to the bottom of the first shirt. And the top is like stays on place. So now, when I have to say this trick is you can't do it with a button shirt, with this kind of shirt. I did that because actually I had this idea many years ago, and I saw thank you, Dan. I saw a mime in the street. He was playing with some tape, and he was I don't know if you've seen this act. It's really good. He was building like a woman and dancing with her out of tape. And I thought the idea was amazing. And I was like, why I couldn't do that with magic, like turn tape into real things. And I ended up with the idea of an act where I was a worker with cardboard boxes and it's on the internet. I did it for a TV show. And I have these boxes and I'm playing with my tape and I start a dream. And in this dream, I turn tape into a tie, in a hat, into a cane, and I turn into Fred Astaire. I'm dancing around. And that's the dream of this worker who is playing with the tape. So I had to make sense, because a worker doesn't have a button shirt, I had to do that, but you can do that with any shirt. You have to have a collar though, because it's going to hide the top of the tie better.
Now, yeah, and Xavier, let me hold this. How does this stay up?
Yeah. So once you've done your flap, which works like every flap, you are going to end up with this part is going to be bigger because the bottom part is bigger than the shoulder because of the arms. So you just fold it in here, like that, like in a triangle. I don't see, you see with the camera, yeah? And you have 4 points here, 4 snaps. So I just put a snaps on the top, here, and there. Thank you, Dan.
You got it. Okay. And this one? Yep. Where is that one? Under the collar?
Yeah.
Okay.
And here. So now you're ready to go. But that, you are going to do it when you have the shirt on you. And that's why the tie is actually snapped too, because in order to put the shirt on, you have to untie the tie, put the shirt, button up, snap, and then roll it to the top.
Yeah, great.
Does it
Does it make sense? Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah, did you see
any
them? Snap at each shoulder and up under there. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's it. If you have any question, just let me know during the lecture. Yeah, the tie is a regular tie, and the tape is masking tape. I found it's the thinner, and it looks good as a tape. Okay.
I had a question.
Yeah, there's a question in the audience. Yeah.
So, what movement did you use then? Because it was fairly quick. Did you?
That's a very good question, and I might forget details, and please let me know because it's clear for me, but maybe not for you.
Yeah, and that'll mess with your microphone, so I'm going
Oh,
to...
sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead and do it anyway. But I'm going to come up here, and hopefully we can get it in a good place then.
Yep.
Yep. Right. Let's just pull it up here until you get the other one in place.
Okay. So you tie it. I'm going to show you the exact movement, and that's very interesting because there's a very specific movement you have to do. So once you're here, you just fold it here, boom. I actually found out that you don't need the 2 snaps on the ends, but it makes it cleaner. But actually you could. So this one is a bit messy, but you could have like that, and your vest is going to hold it.
The jacket would hold it in place, yeah.
But I just put them in case, so it's cleaner. So now, why did I do that movement? When I put the tie, I do that. So it brings my hand here. And my thumb has to go behind this, the first flap. So I do shak, shak, and that brings my thumb and poof. So shak, shak, and take it down. And as well, I do this little movement to make sure the audience understand it's not it's not a drawing or something. It's always cool to see it's a real tie. And that's it.
Very good.
Okay. Let's mess up with it. You have the mic?
Yeah, it's okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
There you go.
I don't know where I am. It's dark. Oh, he's here.
It's a boy.
My reverse.
Be careful with that joke. It's an antique.
Then why don't we have a cocktail?
Oh, yeah. Do you need a moment?
Yes, I need
Yes.
to
Okay.
get
So,
drunk.
no problem. So we've already learned. Now this is really cool because when I first saw Xavier perform the tape to tie, I really didn't have an idea. I thought I had kind of figured out where the tie came from, but I had no idea where the tape went. Right? Now to find out this is very cool, because this is something you could apply to a lot of different things. And maybe later Xavier and I will talk a little bit more about whether he's thought of using this idea in various different ways. But I could see using this for, say, if you wanted to have a bunch of tuxedos and be able to change the ruffles, the colors of them or something like that, Very cool idea to use. And you could do this with a group of dancers and change things on them. I think it'd be very fun. But right now, Xavier is getting something ready for he and I. I think we're just about set. Yeah, you got him good? Good? All right.
Get a cocktail.
Yes, thanks very much.
Just about the idea of this idea, I used to use this idea. That's one of the first thing. I used to throw confetti in the air and then do that, and the confetti would appear on my jacket, and that's a very good effect. I still have it.
So the jacket front can be made the same way, right?
So the jacket front is normal, and the jacket back is full of confettis. So when you throw the confettis in the air, I do that in my act. It's in the Shadows act. It's on the internet too, and it's in my show. Yeah. This one is not in my show anymore, but yeah.
Very, very nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Cheers. That's my very first act. It's a very old thing. Thank you. So now I'm going to explain it. You have 10 years. This is the my mic. It's my load of the microphone.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I'm good. I have so much things tidy here. I'm going to show you. Okay, so that's the very first act that I've created. It's funny because I've been invited for a gala show at the Magic Association of my hometown. I'm from France. I'm from Bordeaux in the south of France. I don't know if you heard of it. And the president of the association said, "Yeah, can you come with something new?" And I was like, "What can I do? What can I do?" I looked for it like for 2 weeks, and I couldn't find any idea, like what we all do. And the last minute, I was like falling asleep, and I saw that. I was like, "Wow!" And that was like maybe 2 days before.
Yeah.
And
I guess your microphone's down again. Sorry.
My mic is here.
It's there. Are you having trouble? It's cutting out. It must be the way that it's attached. Let's see what we can do. Yeah. Sorry about this.
gonna
You know, it's all in the harnesses. He's wired, and I'm afraid to touch anything, or you might vanish into your own jacket.
Can you actually help me?
Yeah, I can.
Look at that.
Sure.
Watch what you're doing.
I know what to do. All right. Here, we're going to go like this, and I'm going to put it over here.
Yeah, it's always it's something I have to tell you about.
This has to go across here, right?
Yeah, anywhere now.
Yep.
I'm good. Yeah, because this yeah.
And then let me go off to the side with this, eh? So
oh, you wanted to put it back? No, it's okay. I'm gonna show it. Anyway,
yeah. But I'm gonna put the microphone right off to the side like this. I think it'll be safer here.
Safer? Okay.
Let's hope.
I'll keep the surprise then. Good.
Yeah. Good. As long as it's insecure. I'm not sure if it's on your jacket though. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. There's so much Velcro.
I'll show you something. Yeah.
Everything is held together with Velcro. There. That's the place. Now, is it in solid? Give it a test. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Seem good. I think it's going to probably be good after the explanation of everything.
Yeah.
Be aware that the wire
much
is there.
Better, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's something very interesting when you do visual acts and you don't talk and you're very happy you don't wear a microphone. And suddenly you have to say something and you do a TV show and they put a microphone, you're like, no, I can't have a microphone. So yeah, that's something. And about the Velcro, I'll tell you something later about it. It's really, Velcro is number one for me. It's like, it's the best thing you can use for props. So I did this act like very last minute and it worked, and I was like, wow. The idea was, at the beginning, I had a flute, and I was playing music, and the bubbles goes, and I was like, how can I finish that? I have to turn it into a bubble, and this thing made me find one of the greatest ideas, is like finish that act with the bubble, pop a bubble, that I've never seen. So first, I'm going to show you, I'm going to unload. That's crazy. Yeah, all my bubbles here. Yeah, I stole. Sorry. This one. And the main thing is here. So the straw. Did you see the straw disappear? No. So I have some bubble liquid. If you want to know what it is, it's very easy. You can find online. It's like very random. I blow a bubble with that. And I just catch it like that. That's a very visual thing that people love that. Where to find these balls? It's you can find these balls in juggling stores. They use the big one to do contact juggling. These ones are good, but it's impossible to do contact juggling. They're so small that the balancing point is so low that you can miss it easily. But I do little things still with them. Like my juggling is more for misdirection. So then I palm it like that, classic palm. You're familiar with classic palm, and catch it. When I catch it, that's a very good misdirection because I do that. And then here I have a pocket that's a little bit open. You see it? So when I do that, let's say the audience is here, catch the bubble and put and come back. Easy. Yeah. That's very easy movement. That's covered by the fact that I'm doing that. I even I'm doing the trick with the girl in the bathtub for the show, and I can change it. Like I could load an elephant if I would. Yeah. Because this thing is like people are like, what did it just? For a second or two, they don't realize it's a real one, and then when you have it, you say, oh yeah, that's a ball. So you just put it here, and then falls here, and I take it back from here.
Yeah, so that pocket's been extended.
I just cut a hole in it.
Yeah.
I cut a hole, and then there's a small pockets inside the jacket, and I take it back from here. Well, that's just convenience. You could take it back from here, but it's always like, doesn't work. So you go from here, and the second movement is just this. That's very easy and very efficient. That's just a finger palming that you just put it in your hand. And the good thing is like doing offset when you do shaklak. And that creates. Then I do my misdirection by doing this movement. It's just like catching it on the back of the hand. This is when I go take the first load. And I'm going to show you something that I designed. This is my bubble loads. When people see that, they don't understand. They're like, what do you, it's something for lamps or something? I don't know. You're the weird guy. When you're a magician, you're like, you have weird stuff at your place. They used to, I used to go in Paris, they used to have Maillette Magie Moderne. I don't know if you heard of the shop. It's one of the most the oldest stores in Paris. It's really good. You have like all the old things, and yeah, that's a great store. They used to sell these little things like it's black, and they have. I don't know if you have that at Penguin. It's a round plus just a piece of wire here and another round, and you would load the balls here. So I needed a lot of them, and I didn't have a lot of money, so I just took I needed 5 of them, so I just bent like a pole and do it with just wire. And how I do that is very easy. I take a wire and I just run the wire around the ball, make an extension here, another extension, round it again, and then boom, 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 boom with some, with a pinch. It's pretty cool. And you can jump, you can do anything that's really strong. It doesn't go away. And the good thing is that I take it with here, so you take it from the side here, or yeah, it falls almost into your hand. It's a very good device. And about the Velcro, I used to have a lot of safety pins with my loads, and I think it's safety pins are not very convenient. I think Velcro is really good because safety pin, when you sweat, it's like they rust the fabric, and then you have to when you bring it to the cleaner, you're like, can you watch the tube and the safety pin? And with Velcro, it's easy. Like you take it off and you put the jacket at the cleaner, easy. The only thing is like, yeah, once every 100 or 200 shows, you have to replace the Velcro. But it's really, I have Velcro, he said that, I have Velcro all over my pants, outside and inside. So you see. And the good thing with Velcro is I have 2 sets because I have 2 one-man shows, one with this jacket and another one with another jacket that is in France. So I just take off my loads and I reload it on my thing in France, and it's already preset because I don't have nothing to do, like not like, oh, where was the safety pin exactly, here or here? You just poof, and that's done. So basically I go get the first ball here while I do this misdirection. So when I do that, boom, I show you from behind, boom, clack. And when I come back, I do just a transfer here. I don't want to produce it here because then it's obvious that you have the ball from here to here. Just do a transfer, boom, hop, and clack.
Yeah.
It's a very old technique that we always like take another a time before we produce. So boom, clack. Now I'm going to do something that's very dangerous, but it's fun. So when you have the 2 of them here, you're gonna just invert them and throw the other behind your back and take the 3rd one. So boom, paf. While you're juggling. Yeah, I know. So boom and cha. So one thing, you have to throw it here more than here, because here you open and you see if you do that. Here you see you don't see it. So you take it while you're juggling. Then you come back, and I was late, so I had to do that. But usually I do one. I do this, boom. And then it's much better. Boom, boom, boom. This one I missed it, but it's really cool. I'll show you how it works. Boom, boom.
Yeah, what is
Yeah.
going on there? I don't know.
That one's really is really true. I dropped the ball. I'm sorry. Blah blah blah. I go here. So why I'm doing this movement is misdirection again. So when I'm doing that, I'm throwing the ball here. So my hand is here, and now I go under the thread. So I have a thread here, and the thread is on a ball.
And where is that ball hidden?
In the pocket that's
The one that you ditched the
yeah.
the other thing.
It's more economic. You do one trick with
Yeah.
the same gimmick, two tricks with the same gimmicks. So yeah, make sure the pocket is open. So basically, what I have is a ball tied to a thread that is tied here. Just you have to find where it is. It's just a matter of like length. I think it's it's here, like just behind my neck, just behind. It might be 10 inches long. It's one of the balls. I just drilled it with a very very tiny bit, a drill bit. I put the thread in it. It's a thick thread. You know I don't know how in America. I don't know how you call that.
Oh, well, it's
a
probably
it's a shoemaker
It's
thread.
either a nylon or a polyester. It's got to be a
It's a very
big,
strong one.
like a button thread. Yeah.
It's we call it shoemaker thread.
Sure.
That's it?
It's almost like a button thread. It's very similar, or upholstery thread, even. You know.
Upholstery thread.
yeah.
That might be
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So so I use this kind of thread because they're very, and you don't see them because the jacket is the same color. It's good. I've been doing that in many lights. It doesn't show because it's so close to the jacket. And I just fill it up with glue. So inside I put the thread, fill it up with glue, and put it in the pocket. This pocket has some kind of like reinforcement. It's made with a table pad. You know the thing we put on the table to, it's plastic.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a placemat.
Placemat. Yeah. Placemat, table pad. A placemat. So I use a placemat, and I cut placemat. I have tons of placemats at home because whenever you want a trick, like a piece of fabric, placemat, best thing ever. Because you don't see it, doesn't show, and it's strong. You can put it in place like easily. I used to trick my sleeves when I wanted an open sleeve, like put a placemat in it. Or if you have something here, you know, you can use placemats too to like ditch things. It's really good. So anything that it's a very good material, and it costs nothing. So the pocket is still open. And what I'm going to do is, while you're watching me throwing the ball in the air, my thumb goes under the thread here. Now, I show you the 3 balls here. My hand lifts up the ball. You don't see it because it's here. Sorry, I'm trying to show to everyone. Like that. And I'm going to close my ball and do as if I'm going to do that. But I'm doing this like if I took one ball and put it on the top. You see? So so now you see only 3 balls. There's one that's here. I go here, and now the movement is like, and the longest you are going to do it, it's going to be the best. Because when I started, I used to do that, and people like, what? But now you just take time and that's really cool because people realize
it looks like it goes a lot further than it does because of your extensions.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm going backward. So I'm doing this movement. It's like the Stephenson cigarette. Yeah. So I'm going backward. It goes up into my hand. And actually it doesn't go into my hand. I'm going to show you. It goes behind my hand because when I close my hand on it, I don't do that. I do that. So I leave it behind. And because I leave it behind, when I go in front of the pocket, I ditch it in the pocket. So basically that's 1, 2, 3, close the hand. So you think it's inside, it's not. boom, and poof. Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
That's a long. I mean, this act has been. I've had many versions of it. It's has been a long work, but you know, it's. What is this thing? This microphone is. Next one. Where were we at? Like the ball. Shung, clang, poof. Okay. Now little juggling. Boom, clack, clack. Oh, production. So you know this one, yeah? It's easy. Palm, classic palm. There's one of my teacher told me, like, always when you catch something in the air, your hand moves, not the object. So instead of doing this, you see, it's always better like if you pick up an apple, like poof, because it looks like you produce it out of thin air, like poof, and come back. Instead of, you see, I don't know if you see the difference, but I think it's much more stronger to do poof. Like if you catch it, pick up the apple. That's always what I remember. I pick up the second one and 5. And now you've seen my ball disappeared while I was juggling. That needs a little bit of rehearsal, but I'm going to show you. I'm using top-its. Are you familiar with top-its?
Yes.
So mine are very. Some want to see
Yeah,
the
well, sure.
top-its?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, everything. So Velcro again. Mine are very small. I keep it small because I want to extend the arms, you know. And they're very loose because I found out that after like a little bit of practice, you need just a small pocket, and you just throw it like against your jacket. It bounces and falls into the top. I almost never miss them. So, and it's tied to my pants with Velcro, so I can do a quick change. I can do a full show and like just be loaded easily. And then if you just throw it like that, it just falls. It's 100% almost. So I ditch every ball in the top it. How? Boom, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I catch the 5 balls, I turn, and when I turn, I ditch 1. So I'm going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and turn, and come back. 4. So I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to do this one. So I just hide one. It's an old trick, juggling trick. I like this one. If you want to learn it, if you know how to juggle, it's a very funny one. You do that. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. That's based on that. And that's a really cool trick.
Yeah.
So you basically you just hide the ball. You just carry on what you were doing, but you don't throw the ball. You keep it in your hand. And so if you do that, and then that's you throw the 2 balls at the same. So from the back it does that, boom, boom, and very easy. It's funny. That's an old trick. So I was like, okay, why not 4? And now I can have I can be ahead of people because I hide 1 ball, and people don't. I mean, they've seen that disappear, but I'm going to ditch it later by doing that, and now I'm done. I have my 3 balls. Okay. So you've seen when I did it. So boom, 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 boom. Sorry. Boom, 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 boom. I hide 1. And now when I do that, when I catch it, it brings my hand like right onto the top. It's very easy. So boom, 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 5. This one I missed it because I shouldn't move my hand. So poof. And then you do whatever you want. And now I'm going to ditch the second one because I'm here. So the second one was poof. So I'm in front of the top it. So show you from the back. I'm here, and when I catch it, I just poof, leave it in the pocket. these one are okay, but these one are really good. Because this one, I don't like really them because it's direct, you know. It's always good to have like, to be ahead. So this one, yeah, but this one's works very well. So the first one is I make this appear, and then I ditch it. So it's indirect, and that's much better. So basically from the back, you know this one? When you throw a ball, 1, 2, and 3. Mm-hmm. It's a good old trick. So I just do that. I just do, how can I show you? From the back, yeah, boom, 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 shag. And when I come here, I just leave it. Let me show you from the front to foof. You see?
Yeah.
And the last one. And the last one is is actually something that I think I've seen a lecture from Carl Cloutier a long time ago about that, and he was saying like instead of doing, he was saying like if you throw something to the top it and make it disappear, it's okay, but people are going to remember this thing. I was like, and he was explaining that if you could like bring it somewhere else, like into your hand, and then boom. So basically, I'm throwing it to the top it, but at the same time, I take it with the other hand, and you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a classic thing, yeah. And that's it. And now, finally, let me just set up. So I take this thing, boom, produce the bubble, go here, and poof. So that's a little device that I've made with very simple thing. You can find this kind of aluminum tube anywhere, any hardware store. Just cut it like the length you like. It's I would say 2.5 inches, something. And you have this tube. So in France we have that. It's the medication they put in these tubes, and it's very easy. So you just drill, put a little shrink tube on it, done. It's so easy to do. Here I know I've been trying to look for it, and I know at Michael's they sell these things where you put the beads in.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They are a little bit wider, so I prefer that. So I have to buy a lot of medication. But they work. I'm telling you, they work. I've tried it. And the aluminum is very easy. Shrink tube is so easy. So basically, you have it in the back of your pocket. It's you put this there. You don't even need the shrink tube, you know. It's just because I want it to be nice. I've sewn my back pocket here. Just a little bit just to put it like that. And when I come with the bubble, so you could hear it now because there was no music, but yeah, I ditched the bubble here. When I go here from the back, that's like that. I'm coming here and I just take it, okay? And now you have to thumb palm it. Why? Because the good thing with thumb palm, it doesn't leave the tube like too open. If you are like that, you see, you break the bubble. And the good thing is, because your thumb is hiding partially the hole, when you blow on it, it makes a bubble. That's very surprising. I didn't know it would work. So, and when you hear, so you do just I do this one. So you have it here. You come here in front. You make this pass. How do you call this pass in English?
Yeah, that's. I don't know the specific term. I'm trying to think of it right now.
Yeah,
yeah. It's.
So you just take it, and you have the tube here. Boom. Now I ditch that in the, boom, the top it. It's easy. It's done. And I come here. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, I remember now. It's just called the top of fist vanish from what I've...
Yeah.
Top of fist.
Yeah, okay, top of fist
from
vanish.
what I've heard. Yeah.
Then you blow it and poof. And the good thing is when you pop it, you go to your pocket and you just do that, and you're like clean. You just leave it in the pocket.
Now we did have one question come in about when you blow the bubble. Have you ever had more than one bubble appear, or does that pinching off of the thumb help?
This effect is a hard one. I would recommend for you to have 2 of them in your pockets. So in case you break the bubble. So what happens more frequently is that the bubble breaks. And this is something you can fix. It doesn't happen a lot for me, like maybe once every 50 or 100 times. So if you're very careful and you know exactly how much product you have to put inside, it won't. I don't think it happened to me that I had many bubbles. The only bad thing is when it like, yeah, you see when it does that. So in case you have another one, or you just leave it like that, and that's not okay. But if you're on the music, it's hard to come back. I am on the music, so basically I just go to the next effect. If you're not on the music, I would recommend to have 2 of them in case you just come back and just do it again. That's always good. But no, never. I never had many bubbles. Use a good bubble liquid for that. I use this one. Not working for them, but it's a good one. Sorry. It's a Pustefix. It's from Germany. You can order it on Amazon. Or you find any good one is going to work. It's very common. And make sure when you do the performance, if you don't want a bubble to pop, the air has to be off. The air is the enemy of the bubbles. Yep. Any questions? Next one.
Yeah.
More magic?
More magic.
Yay! Okay. Let me just reload that and make sure I'm not messing up with the microphone. Oh my God. Maybe we could show the. What about? Yeah, we could.
Show a little video and
a
then,
little video. Yeah, that
we'll
would
clean
be
up
nice.
a bit.
I've been working with the. I mean, as he said, I had my one-man show touring for many years, and I've been hired for a project with Cirque du Soleil where I created a character and some of magic comedy, physical comedy stuff. It was a great experience. I've been doing that for 3 years, and now I just finished my contract with them, and I'm opening a new show in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big project. It's I'm going to show you a little video of that. Just the name has changed. The opening date is a little bit later, but yeah, it's something I've been working on for many years now. Enjoy. A funny little thing. It's not a. Do you want a balloon? Do you want some? Do you know how to blow a balloon? No. I don't know. I didn't know to. I know only one way to blow a balloon. Is with the ear. Here you go. What do you want? It's a trick I use. It's part of an act, so I just do it, bloom, 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 and psh, balloon. It's an old thing. I've seen when I was a kid. I've seen a clown. He was playing around. He had this. He was twisting balloon for kids, and he had this big machine, and you push and it blows the balloon. So it was like, psh, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's do it like for real, like magically. And I built this device that I'm going to show you. I hope you like to. If you want to do it, it's worth. It's a good effect, but you have to. It's a little bit of work. So I have a sock. It's a sock. Yep. And so that's the device. I used the dusters you buy for the computers. It costs nothing. You can buy it at Fry's.
Yeah, if you can hold it up and then get a better shot of it without it moving. Yep. It's kind of you use to dust off your keyboard.
Yeah, that's the one you use for
at
Fry's. You buy them by like 10 or 15. One lasts you, I would say, 5 or 6 shows. So that's pretty good. Then I have this this ring. I don't know how you call that. It's something you use to tie.
Yeah, they're pipe clamps.
Pipe clamps. That's the name. So I use a pipe clamp
or a hose clamp. Yeah.
And a drawing pinch, a paper pinch, and a spoon. So basically, with the paper pinch and the spoon, I made a lever that's going to push a needle that's here. If you have the close-up, you will see. Can you see well? Here. So you have a needle here and a pinch. And when you push the spoon, it's a spoon that I cut and I put a little piece of thing because it's more convenient for your thing. It just goes off. And this is...
how does the hose attach there so it doesn't get
that's
so it doesn't get pushed
the
out?
Needle.
Ah, that's... Oh, yeah, that is hard to see. Here, let's do it this way. So you can see the needle going crosswise through. The needle goes crosswise through and holds both the hose in place and then leaves enough of the air from the nozzle to get past it on both sides. And this and that binder clip, the leg of that binder clip goes on both sides of the needle. So it's actually pressing the needle down and then the air is going beside it to get it to the hose. Make sense? Yeah.
A few things about this system. First, the good thing is like it's just gaff tape here, so you just take off the gaff tape. You can have like even elastic or a band. You put it around to hold the clamp, so you can replace them very easily. Like I used to replace it in 2 minutes before the show. Just take off the needle here from here. If you need more, maybe we can take some photos and we can, I don't know, put it on the website if you want more.
I think that close-up's probably good.
Okay.
I think we're good.
You have to remove the needle, take off the thing every night because, for example, when I came here, I left it on my, I don't know why, I left it on the jacket. And the pressure like
anything pushes against it. Yeah.
And the jacket gets really cold then because because all of the pressure like makes it so cold. Like right now it's really cold. More things. This one I've used safety pins because it's a new jacket, but if I can I will use the idea is to use Velcro when I'm good with that. Here I've got 2 pieces of tube. This is where I take the thing from. One against the other. So now when it goes up, it doesn't slide into the sleeve. it stays here. Boom. I'm going to show you. So put it back. So you go get it from here. So now it's easy to get because of the two pieces of tube that you have against each other. So you go get it here. So you have it while you just handle the thing, or I don't know, you can do anything on stage, misdirection. You take the balloon. You're ready to go. It works a little bit like the Robert Houdin a pool. Because it's just tied in your jacket with a safety pin or a piece of Velcro, and when you do that, it just goes in.
There's no elastic on it, it's just the right length.
Yeah, it's just when you extend the arm, it just goes inside, and that's very easy to use. So you have it here. You just put that here, and while you do this movement, maybe that's what I do. While I pull out the balloon, it's in. And now, this in the jacket goes against your waist, and you just... and yeah. And that's why at the end I do that, boom, because I release. Now it got caught. But when I do that, it's finished. There's nothing to see. It's very clean. And now you take it out, and I don't know.
Now, Xavier, I noticed from my extensive experience as a clown that those are 360s. Which are,
yes.
360s, not 260s.
Oh, yeah.
So does it work with the 260?
Do you have a 260? We can try it.
I don't have one with me. Yeah,
I think it works. Just because I use the 360s for my guitar act, I blow up a balloon in the shape of a guitar and make it appear a guitar. And I needed that for the handle. But I have no idea. I think it works. Oh, no. The only thing is it might be more difficult to get inside the thing.
Maybe, yeah.
But
sure.
that's it. I think this...
Now, do you prepare those at all by blowing them up first, or it just works straight out of the...
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah?
I think I do it sometimes.
I think with the 260, I would prepare it first, because you get a little less tension.
Then it looks like a little bit...
yeah, it'll look a little prepared, but it's not...
okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think it's too bad.
Would work.
But for anybody that doesn't know, 260, that's a 2-inch diameter, 60 inches long. 360, 3-inch diameter, 60 inches long. That's your basic idea. Yeah.
And that's it. It's a fun gag if you do like an animation or something. It's always good to have. Okay.
Yeah, very fun.
I'm going to show you something. Do you like, do you know... Okay, it's a bit messy here. Oh. Can you? That's live. Ready? And I hope the microphone is going to stay here. Oops. Okay, can we start again with
we want to reset
music?
and start again?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
As the first time it ever happens.
Yeah, for us.
I've never ever broken a dancing cane on stage. That's crazy. Like you can break the thread,
But the cane
Come
itself,
on.
yeah.
Okay, let's go. You're right. Go ahead. Whenever you want. Well, yeah, this one was shorter, and so I thought maybe I would give you some thing that I experienced with the dancing cane. If you, I gotta wait a minute. I think I have some water here. Where's the water? I think I
Didn't realize you'd be working so hard.
It's always the.
Do you have a bottle of water?
It's always the same. You know what? You do like.
Is there one over? I'll get it.
No. It's crazy because it happened.
Here you
Oh,
go.
thank you so much.
No, that's all right. I got one.
Thank you so much.
There you go.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, it happened
Hey,
so
we'll
much.
We'll keep it right here for you.
Yeah. It happened so much for me. I was doing this number or another number because I usually have like very intense visual numbers where I dance and move everywhere. And the host like, yeah, and it's Xavier, how are you happy? I'm like, what are you? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's crazy. It happens to me all the time. So, so yeah, a few things about the dancing cane. I think everyone has tried it before.
Wait, I have. I don't know about everybody else, but I absolutely love it. Who has? Who's messed around with the dancing cane? Only a few.
Okay, so do you want
maybe
me
half.
to teach you like the basic
Yeah,
thing
absolutely.
for the
Yeah.
dancing cane?
Yeah.
So the first thing you have to know with the dancing cane is, so the thread, there's a thread here. I mean, usually you use magic, but today I'm using a thread. So the thread is just a loop. It's just one big loop, and I like it just higher, I would say 8, 12, yeah, like 24 inches. That's what I use. Now everyone has his way to do dancing cane. I think that's probably what people use usually. And how it's attached, it's just a knot here. I do a knot. I can show you if you want, but you have to find the middle of the cane. Not exactly the middle, but the balance point. When you have the balance point, I usually do that with something like a pen.
Yeah, sure. That might work.
So when you get the balance point, which is here, I mark it, so I just press the pen on the cane, and 1 centimeter above, like half an inch, you have your point where you need to drill for the thing. It's just above, because then if you had it on then you can throw it in the air and it's going to stay. The whole idea is that it stays up. So it's just slightly heavier on the bottom. And that's why it can stay like that. The thread I'm using is, I don't have it here. It's fishing thread, very small for flies, the black ones. It's named Unithread. I don't know if you're familiar with that. I can show you if you want. It's, can I go get it?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Let me mess with your cane.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Now this is very lightweight.
Yeah.
So, this is not a wooden core, is it?
This is, yeah, it is.
Oh, it's a wooden core. It's like a balsa core?
It's balsa, yeah.
Balsa. Okay, so this is a balsa wood. Is it all just balsa wood and then finished on the outside a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's a lot of ways to do dancing cane. Mine, I use balsa because of the broom. There's many things. There's plastic tubes with lights inside. There's just cardboard tubes. So that's the thread I'm using. It's named Unithread. And that's this one, yeah. That's a very good one. And it holds a lot. I could use there's a 6 point, this is the 600. You can use a 8 by 100. It's, but I use that because I make sure I don't break my thread. I just break my dancing canes. So now, how for those who don't know the dancing cane, how you like work on it? You have to make sure it stays here and it doesn't have to balance. The whole idea of the dancing cane is that you bring people somewhere else with the thread. So first of all, the movement is that. Because now if you do that movement, the dancing cane is going to stay in a straight position instead of that. A lot of people, they do that. And now you can kind of like see the balance. Instead of here, you're like, okay, it doesn't make sense already. But now you add the other hand. And this is when there's the other hand that it doesn't make sense at all. So that the other hand is the misdirection for the cane, you see? So you bring people somewhere else. Movements, you have the basic one. Now you can, if you spread the fingers, you can actually change hand, which is very useful. Do here and go here. So now, yeah, you can mess up if you change like that. Now people, they don't know where the thread is because you just like you lead them somewhere else.
What's your standard loop? Where do you loop it on your hand normally?
That's a very good one. I loop it here on the first, here on my, what's the first finger? Index. Here, and it's not on the bottom. It's like right in the middle, actually, a little bit less than the middle. So it's on this one. Sometimes, I miss it and I'm like, and I have to use the other. It happens more often than you imagine. I'm like, where's the thread? And now it's in my buttons. Oh yeah, magic. Yeah, this one is a very good one. Then you have basically just to go through it real quick because I think you can find a lot of information. Jeff McBride has a very good collection on the dancing cane, and you can find a bunch of videos. So basically, you have under the arm, the loop under the arm, the loop over the arm, which is this one, and always remember to bring your hand that makes the misdirection. This is like the most important. So under the arm, over the head. Behind the back, you have to change the loop. So you spread your finger here, okay?
It's over your thumb and your index?
Yeah. You spread between your thumb and... So you put the thumb into the loop. You put the thread into the loop, and you are going to pass it behind your back and catch it with the other. You see? Mm-hmm. It's not that difficult. No, truly.
In my work with it, it's a matter of not using too much force. Does that make sense? I see a lot of people who put a lot of effort into it, and it causes it to go kind of crazy and spin. It's better to be pretty gentle with it and use just enough force.
And as well, there's something very interesting. The slower you do the trick, the best it is. Like, if you go very slow and this like really obey to your movement, it's much better than, I don't know,
Yeah, right.
No,
right. Yeah.
And one day I had a friend coming to see me. This was the end of my show. I would like show up with as the janitor. I was like, oh, sorry, and I did my dancing cane act. And a friend came to see, and he was like, your dancing cane is flying. I've never seen that. It's crazy. And I don't know why, because this night I was very slow, and and the best movements are when you actually stop it in the air and come back. So to do that, you take it with the other and you do kind of a triangle. But for that, you have to be very slow. So you have to really go to the end of the movement and come back. So that's the basic movement. You have this one. You can boom, bam, and chuk, poof. This one is very cool. So basically, you just leave it here and hit. Oh, you hit it with your foot. Oops, sorry. Again, and you hit it with your foot and catch it. Again. Yeah, don't do too much rotation. Things like that make it obvious. I'm doing it sometime, and I cut. Every time I do this rotation, I'm like this. But what I found to make this rotation a little bit better than like, he's got a thread attached to it. It's like, because the visual is good. I spin the other way. You see, so anti-clockwise from the dancing cane. What else? Oh, this one is really cool. It's let me boom, tag, puff, shot, and this one is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it exists. I think I've never seen it actually. I don't know. There's so many things that have been created with the dancing cane. You never know. You find something and then you learn that the other guy did it from. It's funny because actually, you know what? The broom and dancing cane. I had this idea a long time ago, and then someone told me, Doug Henning did that. I was like, and he did it, and I saw that. I was like, oh gosh, you always think it's been invented before. So tag. So how you do that movement? You just turn. It's kind of you have to go here. So you stop it. You stop it here, and you just pass behind your back, and. There's
also you also did another one that is a simple one, which is following it around. It does a spin around as it spins around. The big spin,
Oh, I
which
put
is
it
a very
in
nice one.
I put it in my mouth.
And then you did it. Yes, hands off. Right. Yeah, nice. There you go.
Yeah. I have to admit, this one is for magicians. So, you're like, what did he do? But the audience, they don't care. Like, the broom is flying. Where? What else? So I put it in my mouth. I just close my arm like here. I take it with my tongue.
You can't talk while you're doing it.
That's why it's a silent act. So yeah, I put in take it back from here. Try to be discreet. That's it. Another one that's fun, and this one for sure I've never seen it, is this one.
Oh yeah, right.
You have to be a little bit flexible. But I like it. It's a way to, like, I think people can be like, wow, I don't know where to trade it, because you can make the math really for that. And the one that I do the spin. So that's all the basic movements. Now what I wanted to show you, and this is the most important, and I've not seen that a lot, and usually when I see levitation or balancing magic acts, there's something missing. I've seen a lot of people doing the floating table. They do this and it floats. But if you were really pulled by it, can I have someone help me? Do you want to help me? Real quick, it's just to show something. Come here. What's your name?
Joseph.
Joseph. Nice to meet you. Joseph, give me your hand here, and you stay here, and you resist, okay? So now you're going to see what his body does when he's pulled by something. You see? And that's very... Thank you so much, Joseph. that was it. That was just a show. Like, you don't do that when you're pulled.
Yeah.
And that's what I see very often in flying thing. You do... First is your wrist is pulled. So first is your wrist goes. So there's something like that. And then the elbow is pulled. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the shoulder pulled. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then the chest, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the rest of the body follows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the leg. And when you come back, you don't pull with like that. You pull with your friends here. So it's and you know, that's what we learn in the mime class. It's so like the popping, you know, the hip hop. This thing here. This is what you have to use, because it's all in the body. It's this popping thing that they took it from the mime. So you pop with your body to pull it. If, for example, I would take this chair and try to get it, this is the movement I do. So when I take the dancing cane, this tick, and then I take it with me, and then take it from here, and then go back and take it. And same, this is a very effective movement. When I start and I do this, and that's the same. So first, my arm goes, my elbow, shoulder, and now I'm like, what? So my head turns up and see what happens. It's like, and now my body goes, and I'm going to do this movement again. I'm going to pop the pop thing, like pop, and take it down, and take it down. You see? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I'm like that at the end. So, boom, and down. And this is the funny thing, because I realized that whenever you do that movement, at some point, it takes you, come back, takes you, come back, and then it flies. It makes more sense. Suddenly that is like, up, ooh, la. You see? Mm. So that's the idea of it. It's a lot of work, I'm telling you, but I think it brings something to the levitation illusions. Thank you. Any question with that?
Yes. How long have you worked with it, and how long did you work with the cane before you put together an act? I mean, how many hours did you spend with it? Just a guess, even.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I mean, I've not been counting, and it's a long time ago. Yeah.
But is it one of those things? What I'm driving at is this: you obviously studied dance and movement.
Yes.
Was that concurrent? Did you learn the cane first, or were you learning dance and movement and then found that the cane was a nice fit for that? And How did that all kind of come together?
And that's an interesting point. I was just a magician when I was a kid. I mean, I've learned music when I was very young, but other than that, I loved magic, and I wanted to do some magic. And somehow, yeah, I started to do these things, and I wanted to do some stage magic. I started to work as a professional like very early, and I filmed myself. I was like, ugh. You have to learn how to move your body on stage. So I went to dance class. I was like 18, 19. I was with the little girl doing the... That was funny. They were all looking at me like, yes, I know. don't say anything. But you know what? It helped. It helped a lot. And if I have one advice for someone who wants to be professional and be like, have a good presence on stage, go to the theater class, go to the dance class, and do all these things. And even if you're with the kids, you don't care because you're gonna be better at it. And I was not proud to say, hey, I'm taking the classical ballet dance every Wednesday afternoon. And I was a professional already, you know. Mm-hmm. So that's and that helped me a lot. So yeah, and then yeah, I wanted to improve this dancing cane, and that's why I went to this thing. And same, when I created my shadow orchestra, I remember I wrote for some money for the government. In France, they give you, I don't know here how it works, but in France you can apply for money if you create a show. And they give me a little bit of money, but I said, you know what, just for this show I'm going to take 1 year class on acting because I needed more acting. And I took this year, and my project was on standby for 1 year, and then I opened my show in Paris. And that was the best decision that I've ever made, because we always want to, like, yeah, you know you're in this life, and you say, no, I can't go there because I have to work, I have to develop my career, I have to. But if you just take a step back and you do the right thing, like take class and like work on yourself and like go a little behind, then it pushed me like to. It was really good. This year helped me to build this show, and it was. I could say it's a part of it is a success because I've done this 1 year school.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, the other question is, do you make that cane yourself?
Yes.
Yes. Is it just something that you can purchase off the shelf as a balsa dowel?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's a balsa dowel. I buy them in the Colorado. I don't know exactly, but they have many factories here in the state, yep. in the US. You just ask for balsa. They have different thickness of balsa. So you have the light balsa, the medium balsa, and the heavy balsa. I would recommend the medium balsa. That's what I use. This is the medium balsa. I've used the heavy one, but I don't like it as much. And the light one, you can't control it in the air. So yeah, it's like a fall of paper. You're like, this one is good. Now you have to choose. When I created the show with Cirque du Soleil, the Michael Jackson one, they used the balsa, but they had a microphone on top of it. It was Michael Jackson microphone, and I tried to sing, and it was like, and it was so heavy, and there was this big thing, you know, the old-fashioned microphone.
Yeah.
And it actually took the air, you know, like
Sure.
it was, the balance was so impossible. It took me like 6 months to. I got it now. Yeah. But that's what they wanted, and that's a very good challenge. And I know.
Did they make that prop for you?
Yes.
Who made the prop? Because there had to be a better way to make that microphone, right? You know.
What do you mean?
I could have made a nice looking old microphone for you that wasn't heavy.
Oh, so, no! It was okay, but the balance with the microphone,
of course, it throws it off.
It's very different than this one. So that's where I struggled. No, they did the props. They made the props, and it's good and bad because they have good resources. But at the same time, you know how we work. The magician, we like to.
Yeah, no, and it's true, and that centimeter here or there will make a difference on a dancing cane.
Exactly, and I was so picky, and I asked. I had always a tape so I could move the head of the microphone, but I know this microphone. I mean, it's not new because I know Pierre Brama did that in like the 70s with an old microphone. So I knew it was possible before. But the good thing with the microphone is that it was in the stand here. And whenever I try to sing, it was lifting up like this and go down and then fly. And that's the good part of
Yeah, and those are some of the other things with Dancing Cane, that if somebody does the resources, there's the ones where it does that. There's some balancing ones that are kind of nice, you know, with the finger balance and stuff like that.
I can't do that because my thread is too long.
Yeah,
that's this one.
Yep.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. Yeah,
a lot of things.
All kinds of things.
Or this one too.
Yep. They're super fun to play around with, but you got to spend a lot of time with them.
But it's fun. Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Cool.
Thank you so much. Maybe I wanted to tell you about my vision or my idea of how to build an act, and what makes it. What are the ideas where I go into when I create an act that I think is going to make it stronger? And so. The first thing is I get a lot of I'm interested in every art form, and that's a very strong thing, because in all the art form like cinema, movies, painting and everything, you are going to find something that's very inspiring for a new act. I'm inspired by everything in life as well, images, feelings, situations, objects. That's very interesting. Number three, when I build an act, I try to have my own character. What is my world of magic? What do I like in magic? What do I like funky stuff, or just like regular or bubbles or flying brooms? You know, there's kind of a world that we are into, and that's what I would recommend if you want to build something that's very strong and have a brand and a character that's recognizable, to like find where's your world of magic. As well, I try everything I can. I try to like work on crazy ideas, even if I don't know if they're gonna work, and they don't work. But when I come back to it, for example, this tape act, it took me like 5 years to finish it. But in between the 5 years, I've done many things, and then the ideas came. It's like, I heard, like, for example, in Limelight, Charlie Chaplin, he took 6 months off the shooting just to do the scene, to make understand that the guy who was going out of the car was a millionaire. Mm-hmm. Because it was very hard to tell of a silent movie, and they couldn't do it, so they just let the set like for 6 months, and he came back and said, I know how to do that. I don't remember exactly, but you know, it's ideas, they're crazy. It's like, you were talking about the jump rope thing, and it's I promise you it's not a camera trick. I did it on Fullest last month, and it's going to air in July. The jump rope act where I fly with the jump rope, it took me like 3 years to figure it out. It's crazy, because you think of something and you're like, no, it's not going to work, and you spend a lot of money and it still doesn't work, and one day you have this idea that makes sense. So that's what I do. And one other tip, it's like, even if it's impossible, there's a way to do it. There's nothing impossible. Only our minds sets the limits, you know. So that's what I use. I like to when I build an act, when I do a trick, I'm trying to build more emotions than just the fooling thing. You know, it's great if you make disappear a card or a thing, but I think it's better if you turn a piece of paper in a butterfly, for example, because I think people relay something. It's like the tie. I could make appear a tie just like that. It's good. It's fun. But I think the fact to use the piece of tape makes like, oh yeah, the tape to tie, and it's a funny image. You know, it's something people are going to get into very easily. More, and I'm sure like a lot of people don't get fooled by it. But the image is very important, I think. Yeah, that's basically the tips. I said work. It's a lot of work. I'm working like, yeah, a lot for that. And what else? Yeah, that's it. That's what I would recommend if you buy a trick, if you build an act. Do you have any questions?
We have a few questions over here. We'll get some microphones. Yeah. So my question is, when you started out putting things together, you were a kid learning magic, right?
Yeah.
Had you had any concept of acts then? Because I think you were inspired, and we'll talk a little bit later about it. You were inspired by some shows that you saw that already mixed circus and magic together.
Yeah.
So did that inform you at a very early age to think that way?
Yeah, I think I love silent movies. I love theater, comedy. I love circus. All these things, like, they touched me, and I was like, yeah, how can I bring this thing into magic? Because I love magic. This is my thing. I'm a magician, and this is what I choose. I'm not saying when I introduce myself, I'm not saying I'm a comedian or I'm a musician. I'm a magician. I want to be a magician, but I want to bring all these things to magic that touch people in a different way than just the fooling part. Like, that's why I came up with the jump rope. I think the image relay on something that you would fancy when I was in school. I think it's a cool image to fly when you have a jump rope, you know? More than just, okay, I'm flying and I put a loop. You don't know how I do. You see what I mean? But it's the same idea, but it's more about the image. And sometimes, like, I know some things are less fooling, but like the mirror, for example, I think you can figure it out. But the concept of having your mirror playing with you is cool, no? So that's how I go into the magic.
Yeah. Who had a question over here?
Your music is a huge part of your character and kind of makes your character whole. My question is, how do you go about creating the music? Do you write it? Do you have someone else write it? Do you start with a piece of music in mind and make a routine to that piece of music, or do you have an idea for a routine first and then add music to that?
That's a very, very interesting question. So I'm a musician, and I've been composing my music for like forever, almost. I've used some commercial music, but basically I'm using all you heard today is original music, yes. Sometimes it's based, the second one with the broom, we found it funny that it's related to Fantasia.
Sure, yeah.
It's,
Yep.
yeah, so it's something that we started to say, okay, what kind of music do you have with the broom, a flying broom? What about Fantasia? And we tried, and I'm working with the composer now. We compose together, so I basically made the structure, and then he filled it up with some good music. And sometimes I just say, look, I've heard this music, this is really cool. For example, for the dancing cane, it's very slow. So I say, you know, the dubstep, it's very slow to. I was like, wow, that goes very well with the movement. So we turned this Fantasia music into a dubstep thing, just because of this purpose. And the bubbles is more aerial. The sound you've heard of the bubble, we've spent a lot of time looking for this sound, because it was a pop of the bubble. You know, it's always the same. If you see like the music for the tape, for example, all the rhythm is. It's me. I did it with the tape that I would rub off like that. So I always take this thing, but it's my way to go. But what I would advise is, like, now it's very easy, and anyone can do that. Like, even my little brother, 10 years old, he can do that. You have softwares like GarageBand and things. So easy to edit music, so easy to make your own thing and add instruments and sounds that are like going to be. Every time I use an object or an idea, the broom, I don't know if you've heard, all the sound, the rhythm is. So I did it with this broom actually, and I did, and we just sampled it, and it made the whole thing. So it makes something that's, you know, it's. And I think you can do that with commercial music too. If you want to add a rhythm or something that's related to your act, it's going to make it more. Yes, I've seen some movies. I don't know if they came here, but we had some movies in France where you had a butcher. He was cutting. That was the very beginning of the movie, and he was cutting the meat, and that was the sound of the whole movie going with this boom. And then you see this everything happening, and it's not only for the sound. It's for the costume. It's for the text. It's for the. It's for even for the props. I know, like, for example, like Kevin James, he builds everything. I'm like, oh my God, you have to spend so much time building those things, but this is how you get it. Every time I I buy an illusion or something from a magic store or something, I have to change it. That's crazy. And this is the only way you get it how you see, because if you have a vision of like, oh yeah, the dancing cane is cool, I liked it, but I wanted to do with the broom. Now you have to spend like 3 or 4 or 5 months like just looking for something that's going to fit, and yeah, it makes sense. And so that's a whole thing. I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, to add on to that, the other part of it is how the act develops. And you know, I'm used to working the same kind of way, where you have a concept for the act, and then you develop it, and then you write the music for it, and you go back and forth until it all times out. It sort of all has to come together, you know, and change, you know, both pieces, right? You don't just write a piece of music and then try to fit the act to it.
No. And you know what? I actually film myself, put it on the music, come back with the music, re-edit the music. Then I edit the footage, and I'm like, oh, I should move faster on this one. So I edit the footage, shorten it for it to go on the music, go back and forth with the music. And even when I finish, when I'm done and we've composed the thing and we've been in the studio and everything, you cut it again.
Oh yeah. You get it on stage a couple of times, and you go back and cut it again. Yeah.
And then you have a show that says, can you do 3 minutes and a half? And like,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a lot. Composing is not the essential, but editing and finding your own world with the music is the key to. I think this is something that's gonna add something to your act.
Do we have another question? I have one that came in here, and that is your character always the same, or do you write a new one for each piece, or do you have characters that are very different from one another?
I used to write a lot of different characters. For example, the guy in the mirror was not the same as the guy who was doing the tape, but it was too complicated to do a full show with that. And now I'd rather be the character. When you develop in character in theater, you don't develop a real. I mean, the kind of comedy I do is like the character is you. It's like, I think Charlie Chaplin played the same character all the time. And it was him. It was his movement, and you develop a way of moving and talking that's going to be very specific to you. And this is where you can find a character. This is your brand. This is what I was talking about just before. And I'm more into developing that now, developing like a way of moving, a way of dressing, something strong like that, than pictures with different characters, which is, because you have to do costume change, and for the audience it's kind of like a bit messy, because they're going to say, oh, he was like that and now he's like this, and it's a variety show, so it's hard. If you have like $1 million budget for a show, maybe you could do like many characters. And I know Arturo Brachetti did, he was great. Mm-hmm. He's one of my inspiration, Arturo Brachetti. He's an Italian magician. He did a show where he was he did like, I don't know, 400 costume change in 1 hour. That was incredible. I don't know if you have seen this show. He is still huge in Europe. He was like performing in like big venues, like 5,000 seats all around.
Now I'm curious to know, especially in your new show, do you do speaking pieces?
A little bit. I'm not a good speaker, and I have a very thick French accent. but it's mainly mime. I do voiceovers sometime on the music, and I speak a little bit because it's always good to interact with people.
Yeah.
Maybe more in the future.
Yeah, sure. Any other questions? Cool. Thanks, man.
Thank you. I don't know if we have time. I had
We do have some
things
time. You
to,
want to do something?
if you want, I brought some things, but it's not like real things I'm going to show you. It's just little things you can use and work on. If you want, you're interested? Yeah. Okay. The first thing is a very ancient trick. Have you heard of Pierre Brama? No. So he was a French magician, and he invented a flourish with coins that I've never seen before, and it's kind of cool. Let me show you. Hope I'm gonna make it good.
Oh, almost.
Yeah. So the idea is this. Oh, again. Sorry. I just wanted to show you that because I think it's a very good movement you can use. Yeah. So and you can use it for many things like loads. I used to do an act with that and turn the coins into confettis, and they go in my jacket, as I said before. So the idea for this thing, if you want to work on it, is just you have I use 8 of them, and it's casino chips, and it worked like the card flourish, where you just the fountain, where you just like put the card from up to down, but you do it from the side with the coin. So you're gonna push with this finger here and rotate a little bit the coins here. So that makes sorry, it's
Yeah, you can't pause it.
yeah, I can't. Thank you.
So that on that rotation, when you're coming in like that, you get some inertia that's stopped there, and then you sort of pull away.
I'm here, and it's my hand. I don't throw the coins, actually. I just let it and go.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I usually get it better than that. But, yeah. But, yeah, this one.
Yeah.
So just a fun trick. I don't know if you're going to use it, but it's very good because when you do that, you can load things. I've been using that in my, it's on my Shadow Orchestra, and we have a DVD. I think you have it in Penguin, the DVD. So, and I do this juggling, turn it into confettis and go. And last thing, it's just little movements about with the, you've heard of, you know the flip.
Yeah, like flipstick, right?
Flipstick, yeah. It's the name of the magician who invented that. He's a magician from Holland. And I've got some little movement I can show you if you want.
Sure.
It's funny. Yeah, so the first version of the flips is this one. So you've heard of that. And that's it. And I finished with 2 of them. So it's just variation, and I think it looks good when you do like. I used to do that with a float. It's very good because you can use that with many objects like drumsticks or flute. So the idea of the flips is that you just go back with your finger and let it like that. If you turn a little bit from here and do with your leg, it looks really good. Then you go reach into your pocket.
Yeah, and for somebody who's never done the flip stick before, can you just show like the position that you're holding it there?
The first position is with the hand like that, and you have your finger here. It's gonna flip it like that, and with this thumb, you're gonna put a pressure on it. So that's how you make it go fast. Because this finger is pushing here, and this finger is pushing this way. Do you follow? So, poof. And then you're here and do that. And then if you do this movement, at the same time it disappears. And I like to put the leg on it because then it makes like a misdirection. So push and go. And the most important thing is to leave your finger like they were. Some people, they do that. And now you see that the fingers are not the same, so you do that, and when you, oops, yeah, now your fingers are exactly the same as they started. Go here, take it back from your pocket, and you can have many variations of that, because if you do that, so yeah, it's just for play, you know. You can build something with that. So when you turn it, you just go and put it against you in the same movement. Do you see? Boom and puff. And then you rotate the other way and take it back. Come here. So I stop the rotation. Come here. Come back here. And go here. It's just quick movement, like whoo, sha. And then this one it's really interesting. So you make disappear last time, and you're gonna catch it here. So from here you just do that. So that's whoo, sha. So that was my my last trick. I hope you enjoyed this.
Absolutely. Keep it going for Xavier Mortimer. Big round of applause. Thanks, Xavier. Come on over here. Have a seat with me. We'll talk a little bit. Let me see if anything else came in here. Yeah, right. So one of the people writing in keeps asking, and has asked about 6 times, if you can teach how to make the guitar appear from a balloon.
Oh, I didn't bring it
That's
here.
what I thought.
It's okay. I'm going to tell you something. It's based on the idea of the splash bottle. You know the splash bottle?
Splash?
Bottle.
Splash bottle.
Yeah, I think you said it at Penguin. I'm sure you have
Probably. It doesn't. By the name, it doesn't sound familiar to me. But I've probably seen it.
It's a bottle that appears in a balloon.
Oh, okay, right, sure.
So
sure.
that's
Yeah.
based on this idea.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's it. But
There's a big difference between a guitar and a bottle, right?
no.
No?
Same shape. It's bigger. That's it.
Yeah, bigger. Yeah, right.
No, that's the idea. I mean, it's the same. It's exactly the same concept.
Yeah.
It's the splash bottle, but because the guitar is bigger, you have to find a way of. I didn't bring it.
Now,
here,
Now, is it a body load?
Yeah,
Are
it's
you
the
body
same,
loading it on
exactly
on
the
yourself?
same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can imagine, how to construct such a thing.
Yeah.
But is it one of those things that would you mind sharing where it is, just explaining it?
Yeah, the thing is, I don't have the
You don't have it
guitar
with you, of
here.
course,
I
right.
can
Right.
explain you. Basically, it's so if you the load is here, like the bottle.
Yep.
And in the bottle, this is the idea. It's a very old trick that has been reinvented by 2 French guys.
Yep.
So you have a balloon. You hold the balloon here. So you hold the balloon here, and you go get your knife. And while you get your knife, you get the bottle here. Oops.
Oh, that cap's not on very well.
Oh, okay. I
It's
see.
on crooked, yeah.
So while you get the bottle, you go get the bottle here, and poof.
Yeah.
That's the idea. That's exactly what I do.
Yeah, but with a guitar. The guitar is a
Yeah.
is a guitar.
It's a ukulele.
Oh, ukulele.
It's,
Okay, so a little,
it's
little
big like that.
one,
So
yeah.
I
we
have-
actually have a ukulele, but that's okay. I don't. No,
Oh, I've
it might
seen
be
it.
gone, but we had it here
I've
for a
seen
while.
it. I've seen it. Yeah, it was. I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, there's this. I have this guitar shape, and I have it like here. And while I'm taking the plectrum in my jacket, I do the same movement. So I bring the guitar, and poof.
Yeah.
This is a lot more difficult, but it works.
Yeah, sure, sure. All right, let's see. Somebody, here's the thing. Tips on using mime movement to make producing and manipulating a bubble more convincing. And in particular, they want to be able to do spinning the bubble in one place so it looks like it's been plucked out of the
That's
air.
a very good
so
one.
it's stuck in the air.
Yeah.
Do you have some work on that you could share with
I'm not good at it, but yeah, let me. Yeah, got some bubbles here. Yeah, there's. I'm not good at it, but basically you turn the bubble like that, and it gets stuck, and that's
Yeah.
the funny thing.
Yeah, and I don't know, with the people that you studied with, they probably just had you do repetitions of it, and they're probably videoing the whole thing so you can do touch-ups on it. Is that what you would recommend for somebody to?
Oh yeah, you mean how to learn this?
Yeah,
movements?
how would they learn
You know
it?
what I would recommend the best is going to juggling conventions.
Mm.
You've got tons of guys, they do that all day long, and they're like, you are going to learn a lot.
Yeah, cool. All right, so let's see. A great question that came in is whether you do close-up magic as well, or do you do stick
yeah,
strictly to stage?
Some little things, but I'm creating for stage.
Mm-hmm.
When I do close-up magic, it's more like I've been doing this cutlery routine. It's on YouTube too. I've not been that creative in close-up because I've never worked in restaurant and things.
Mm-hmm.
But I love close-up. I do a lot of card tricks and coin tricks, but I'm not better than I'm just doing tricks.
Yeah.
And I like to entertain my friends when I'm.
It's more relaxed for you, right?
Oh, I love it. I love. I love close-up magic. I'm practicing a lot. Actually, when I was in Cirque du Soleil, every night, I was backstage, and they had special boxes for me. They because I was spreading my deck of cards all over the place, and it was written Xavier's box, and I had it all over the place, and I just picked a deck of cards and I was doing tricks
Wherever you were, you had a deck of cards ready.
Yeah,
yeah, your own place. That's
and
nice.
the cases are still here.
Yeah, good. Well, so you were with that troupe for 3 years.
Yes.
And you developed this character, and it was like a main character, right?
Yes. So
how did that come about?
That's. I mean, I might have been the best opportunity I've had so far in my life. I mean, you have got always a lot of opportunities, but one day I auditioned a long time ago for them, and they didn't pick me up. I was like 20, and one day I got a call, and I see on my phone it's Cirque du Soleil. I was like, what? and this guy says, you know what, we're building a new show. Will you be interested in being part of it? I was like, yeah, where is it? Las Vegas. I was like, what? I'm a magician. You don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that was the dream. That was unexpected. I wouldn't have dreamt of it. I had my show. I was touring in France. I was doing great. I was very happy. And I almost said no, because this is the kind of decision you have to make. You're like, no, but I have this thing, and it's okay for me now, and it's great.
Sure. And what you're doing is You're building something.
Yeah. Yeah, I was building my own company, my little things in France, and I was like, but you know what? The last minute, they said something funny. They said, yeah, when she called me, and I was about to say no, and she said, we have a wee problem. Chris Angel has an exclusive contract with us, so we don't know if we can hire the magician. I was like, and suddenly I want it.
Yeah. that changed your mind, huh?
and so she called me back and she said, I didn't say nothing that day. I was about to say, I'm not very sure and she just told me that, and she said, let me call you back.
Yeah.
And I hang up. And the day after she calls me, I have an idea. We're going to hire you as a comedian. I'm a comedian. That's
Yeah.
the truth. So it
Yeah,
was
sure, right. A comedian, mime, artist.
Yeah, that's what I am.
movement.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
stuff,
I
right.
was never mentioned as a magician in Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
I was mentioned as main character of the show Michael Jackson one. And eventually I built some magic thing because they hired me actually more as a comedian and mime than a magician.
Mm-hmm.
They were more interested in the character part. During the whole show, I was
Right.
part of the show. And but I came up with ideas every day. I was like, hey, I can do that. And what about this week?
Yeah. How is that process with them? You know, were they very open to what you wanted
Yeah.
to do?
Yeah.
And did you get a chance to try out a lot of those things
Oh, yeah.
and then cut back and
Yeah.
you know finally find you know the stuff that would work?
Yeah, I would. Cirque du Soleil is amazing for that. It's a big company. They can basically do anything. You want to fly? You fly. You want to disappear? You disappear. Anything, and they snap a finger, and they have like all the workforce for like they have millions to spend on just one thing. And I mean, it's a dream to be in a show with them and to even have a show built by them. It's an amazing thing, and they are very close to magic. The difference between Cirque and magic is Cirque shows how it's done.
Right.
Magic hides it.
Yeah.
Cirque shows it and it makes it better. Magic hides it and that's what makes it better. So you have to understand whether you have to show a thread if you're flying
Uh-huh.
to say, look, it's very dangerous what I'm doing and it's a feat and I'm in the air and I'm spinning and doing these things. Or if you just hide it and say, look, I'm using some kind of image, or I don't know, I'm a magician and I want to create this image. So that's two different things, and sometimes it goes like that. But if you know how to deal with that, and in my case, I like the idea of circus because it's magical. I mean, like Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, all these stories, that's what makes sense to me. I don't want to fly to say, look, I'm flying. I want to fly because I want to go to Neverland. And that's what touches me, you know? I'm more touched when I see Peter Pan flying than if I see a guy
he's flying with a purpose, which is kind of why your thing with the jump rope. Now, if anybody hasn't seen it, is there a video available? Was there a YouTube video?
It's on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, and who was it? Who was it that filmed that? I can't remember the guy's.
Justin Flom.
Justin Flom, that's right. Yeah, so you could look up Xavier Mortimer jump rope and Justin Flom if it doesn't come up. But you absolutely have to see this, and you're going to watch it at least half a dozen times when you see it. I still don't know how it's done. I do want to know, but we're not gonna find out.
No.
Right? And that's fine. I'm actually good with not knowing things as a magician, which is an odd thing for a magician. But are you like that? Are you okay?
I'm having a hard time being like that. But look, it's funny because I don't know if you know this magician Kenji Minamura.
No.
He's a Japanese magician. He did a routine with cutlery. He was very famous. He won many awards. I think he won the FISM or at least second. He won the FISM in manipulation in like 2000 something. He
didn't do the butterfly cards act, did he?
No, that's not him. It's
okay.
older than that. It was like 2000 something.
Oh, much earlier.
Yeah,
in 2000s?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I saw him when I was like 15, and with his cutlery routine, I was like, wow, this guy is amazing. He's a genius. He was a FISM winner, and I was 15. And I was like, oh, I want to know this guy. Like 5 years after, I'm finally get out with an act, and people start to say, and I meet him, and I was like, wow, I thought you were like I don't know, an alien or something.
Yeah, right.
But you're just this guy. Wow, that's
and he has wires, magnets, tape, and Velcro, right?
Exactly. Right. and you know what? The funny thing is, I was so happy to meet him. I said, I invented that trick. I want to show you. And I showed him a trick where like it was a piece of paper, like blank, and I throw some confettis and all the writing appeared. And I was so proud of my trick. I was like, look how it said, no, you don't, I don't want to know.
Don't tell me.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And I was, that's so, that I can't do that. but because you have to let your imagination go, you have to dream, you have to make up these things that no one think about. maybe it's better to not know.
For some things, you know, man, when I see some of the stuff that you do, I just want to enjoy that it is very, very magical. And it's great that you taught us the things that I've wondered about. And I've wondered about them many times when I've seen them. And now that I know how they're done, I still think they're magnificent. But I wasn't disappointed in not knowing. And I think that's an important thing in the way that the magic is, because everything that I've seen you do has some purpose, you know? It's not magic for magic's sake, just to show off.
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to build, and that's actually what touches me and has touched me from the beginning. Is like I don't want to tell a story, but more like go into a situation that's something that would happen to you, like Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
But okay, you need the stick, you take it out of the bag, and that's it, and boom.
Sure, sure. Now we've got some technical questions which we can talk about pretty quickly that have come in. One of them was again how the thread is exactly connected to the dancing cane. Now,
okay.
Are you going through it?
Yeah, with a needle.
Yeah. So
yeah,
right.
I can show you actually if you want. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sure. We'll get a close up on that, just so that anybody at home doesn't miss out on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I have the needle here, but I can show you. It's so
Sure.
easy. So there's where can I have a close-up?
Well, let's go right over here, because the close-up camera is.
Yeah, I don't need the
is
needle
this one.
actually.
If you're right there and stay in the light, is that light right above you?
This one?
There's one light right above you.
Oh,
See that light?
Here.
Go right underneath that one, and they can get a really nice close-up.
You got it?
Yep, there you go.
So you see, this is
Give them a
the
second
hole
to adjust
here,
on it. Yeah.
and this is the
The focus is hard with. They're
thread.
getting you. It's finding your face.
you have it better.
Maybe, I don't know. That's better.
Yeah, maybe.
That's it right there.
Yeah, that's
There
a good
you
one.
go.
So
So it goes right through.
you, when you have the hole here, I do the hole with the needle. Just
Yep.
the needle is enough to drill into the balsa.
Mhm.
So I just like put the thread into the needle, go around with it, and then I just take off the needle and do my just a
Tie it off,
regular
Yep.
regular thread.
Sure, sure.
I secure it with with two other ones. So I just take the two ends
You
and
see,
just retie it
right.
again. You see? So these are the ends here. You just redo one more knot here. Up, boom, inside,
Yeah.
and clack.
Yeah.
Just to secure it so
Sure,
it doesn't.
sure. Yeah. Now, and I'll show for anybody that doesn't know on balance points. If you want to find a balance point on something, just put it like this and move your hands together, like that, and it doesn't matter. It will find its balance right
Yeah.
between your hands. So
I
you go
would
right,
take. I use a
and then
needle.
when you
Yeah.
take the needle, you put the needle in there. I can
You
see
see?
I can see the little dent, which is
Yeah.
right there.
Where-
And you put a little dent in it.
yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
So now you don't
See it
lose
right there?
the point.
So once you find that balance point, you balance it on a needle and put that little dent in it, and then just half an inch or about a centimeter above that, that's where you put it in. And then show where you put it on your hand again. Is it just over your index finger?
It's here. How do you call that on the first knuckles?
Yeah, right. So
Here.
the larger knuckle, back
Yeah.
after the second phalange. Thank you.
It's very technical now.
It's two metacarpals back.
That's the technical description.
Right. And then the contact ball. They're saying contact ball, but the ball loader. It's attached on the top of your pants. The
It's Velcro, yeah,
Velcro's
yeah,
right on the top
yeah,
of the
yeah.
pants. Yep. So that's that. And then again, we don't really have a gauge on the thread that's used for that. It's that particular kind of fishing line.
Yeah.
It's a black fishing line.
Yeah, I can.
Yep. And let me take a look
Where
at
is
it again
it?
and see if there is a gauge on that thing.
Oh, it's.
Oh, we got it right over here. Yeah, sweet. This
So that's it. Yeah.
is
It's
Unithread. It's made in Spain, and Yeah, it just says it doesn't have any standard designation that I'm familiar with. It has a W6 over 0 on it.
What you have to
See that
what
right
you have
over
to see is the 6 by 0.
Yeah,
6
6
0,
over
yeah.
0.
6 0.
Yep. Unithread.
Yeah, fly fishing, yeah.
Yep. Yep. Cool.
To tie the flies.
Tying flies.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not actually a fishing line as much as it is a fly tying line.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Yep.
I've never
All right.
been tying fishing, so.
Let's see. So let's just talk in general some tips on the creative process.
Yes.
Okay. So you talked a little bit about where ideas come from everywhere.
Yes.
Some of the things, and you said this, like the bubble thing, you were under pressure to come up with something new, and then it just came to you.
Yeah. Oh.
Now, when something just comes to you, then that's when the work begins, right?
Oh yeah, and now you don't sleep for 3 days.
Yeah, yeah. So talk about that process. You've got these great ideas, and probably everything that you go through is like that, because I know that part of what you do in your creative process is to take something that exists and then make it more impossible. So
Yes.
impossible it can't be done by
Yeah.
any normal means, and then figure out how to do it.
Yes,
right?
of course,
Yeah?
of course. Yeah. And that's one of the ideas. Is like when I started the magic, the idea was win the FISM. Like everyone who starts magic in Europe, you have to build an act, 10-minute act, and go to the FISM. And a lot of people, they were like saying, okay, I'm going to do like excelsior balls and then cars manipulation, and then I'm going to do that. And so you add all the tricks, you go, and what I wanted to go is focus on one thing. Even if I had like a 2-minute act or 3 minutes act, but I'm going to take one act, one thing. I didn't invent it, the bubble thing.
Right.
I saw it somewhere.
Yeah.
I was like, that's really cool. What about if I like push it and push and push and push and make sense and make something impossible like this bubble thing, and work on one idea and push it the more you can. And I think this is where you can get strong, because if you see some of the jugglers, for example, they start with the balls and then clubs and then rings, and
Yeah,
you're like,
sure.
okay, now you gotta.
You're still juggling.
What do you? How do you touch? I mean, you can be great, and I've seen like if you see Anthony Gatto
Yeah.
juggling with 10 moves, you're like,
Yeah.
you do clubs, it's okay, but. I like when it touches me, when it goes somewhere else and make it crazy, and the fact that you fantasize these images like the jump rope or the mirror, it's already impossible because it doesn't exist. Now, is it fooling like everyone? It could, yeah, and that's great, and it's so good, but the first idea is like get people and bring them somewhere else.
Yeah, and so you're saying that it's more important that the audience is transported into some kind of meaningful, magical place, even if they can kind of figure out that that's a special effect or that's sort of maybe done that way. But you don't want them to figure it all out, right?
Yes
Yeah?
and no.
Yeah.
I would say no, because as a magician, you have to make them believe in something. You have to have these kind of powers, because if they suspect something, and that's funny, because I had this discussion with Justin Flom, and like when David Copperfield was flying, he had these huge fake clouds under him,
Yeah.
like a Broadway type.
Yeah.
And people believe in it. If you see the comments under the video, it's like, he's a demon.
Yeah.
and you're like, no, he uses a Broadway thing, it's a theater, it's like,
Theater, yeah.
and people still believe in it. So I don't know where is the limit where people are going to like get that you're impossible, you're crazy, and you do some really strong magic, and the limit where they are going to appreciate the artistic way that you are putting things together, because it's very important to touch these people too, that like people go to the theater and they see things. I've seen one of the best thing I've ever seen as special effect was in Ghost. They run it in London. I think they have a run in Broadway too. The guy appears like there's nothing here. This is like completely
Yeah, this is the
stage.
stage production of it, right? That you're talking about. stage production of Ghost.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
yes,
I'm sorry. I
yes.
was talking about theater because we're working on magic,
Exactly,
and
we
the
work
guy
live,
who did
yeah.
that is actually a magician. He's Paul Keefe. He's working a lot with Pepper's Ghost and things, and he did that. And there was this empty stage, and there was this guy appearing in front of everyone, and you saw him like materialize. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give up on magic because the guys they sing so good, they dance so good, they act so good, they are pretty, you know, and they do better tricks than me.
Well, and that's sort of part of it. Now that Hollywood's really gotten behind magicians, because they really have, they're starting to do some pretty amazing and totally impossible things in movies.
Yes, and that's the good thing.
And we should learn from them because they're also putting drama behind it. You know.
Yeah, like Now You See Me.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Oh, I love this kind of. It's really hard because cinema is. You always suspect the special effect and how to put magic like they did in cinema is a challenge.
Yeah.
But the one who's going to succeed is going to be big because it's like the first TV shows when like David Blaine was doing his TVs in the 90s. Like people were like, yeah, what is it? A camera trick? Is not, and he got big because he figured out a way to like make it real.
To make sure that it was real, right? Yeah.
How do you do that with cinema? And
Yeah.
I'm very interested in the next genius who's going to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, in working with Cirque du Soleil, you've also had some difficult things, right? Was this where you were rehearsing and flying upside down?
Oh no! Oh
was
yeah,
was that
that's
for
a
a
good
different
one.
show? Or was
No.
that-
That's a funny story. It's my one-man show.
Oh, okay.
When I do my shadows act,
Yeah.
I'm
Right. Sure. Yep.
I'm spinning around.
Yeah.
And one day, the thing that holds me like broke, and I fell on my head. It was in rehearsal just before a show, and I was in another world. You know, like in the cartoons when you have the stars and the birds. I was here. I was there, and I just like went walking around, and my phone rings. It's my producer. I'm like, hey, you know what? I just fell on my head. That's amazing. I was like drunk. I was like, what? It's me. It's me. I'm like, hey, you know what? And people say, hey, you hang up. You go to the hospital now.
Yeah.
And I call you back later. And I just go. And fortunately, I had nothing. But the doctor said, okay, so you just have maybe a little concussion, but nothing. But your neck is like really tense. You have to wear this thing for a week, and you stop doing shows for 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. I was on tour. I was not in my hometown, so I'd never seen her again. But what I know is like a half hour later, they brought me back to the room and I did my show.
Oh no!
I had to do it. People, the audience was in the room. They said, "Yeah, the audience just got in. What do? Do you want to cancel the show?" The producer was like, "No, I'm doing it."
Yeah. Well, you know.
And it happened the same in Cirque du Soleil because Cirque du Soleil is tougher because when you're your own producer and you have your own production, it's easier to say I'm going on stage because I like it and I would go on stage. I mean, I've been on stage. I had flu. I had everything. I've been on stage with a lot of things. With Cirque du Soleil, sometimes they told me no, you are not going on stage. One day I jumped into the rabbit hole, and I heard the rim of the thing, and my leg was all bleeding.
Yeah.
And so I went to PMed and I said, just put a bandage, I'm going to go on stage, I'm finishing the show. They're like, you go do the stitches now. I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, they've got a very strict policy because they deal with difficult things all the time.
No, and it's not about that. It's more about, I think, they don't want people to sue them in case it happens something, you know?
Well, no, they deal with dangerous and difficult things all the time. They have to do it, you know, legally they have to do it, but they do care about their performers, so it's everything, you know?
Oh, no, that's for sure. Yeah. It's a whole thing that you can't decide. So I couldn't decide. And one day, when I got this bleeding, they forbid me to go on stage.
Yeah. Now, way back when you were first starting out, you actually had a pretty cool gig. You were working with a juggler as a duo, and you got to work, opening for rock bands or something like that. Was this in Bordeaux?
It was it was near Bordeaux. I used to live in a small town near Bordeaux named Périgueux, and in my high school we started doing. I mean, actually, I went to high school. I was the magician, and that was so cool. Everyone was like, "Yeah, he's the magician." You know? I was like, "Yeah, I can do card tricks," and I was like, "I don't know, I liked it." And the next year, I came to the second grade or something. I don't know exactly how to, but it's.
Sure, the middle grade in high school.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So yeah,
The next
sophomore,
year,
basically.
another magician came in the high school, and everyone was saying, "You know, there's another magician now." I was like, "What? I have to see who it is." And I was very competitive. I was like, "Yeah, so you can do magic? Show me." He was like, "Yeah, I learned this trick and this trick," and he actually told me things. You know, I was like, "Oh, you got this DVD? Can I borrow it from you?" and we became like very good friends, and we built a duo. And he was a better juggler than a magician. I was the magician, he was the juggler, and we started putting together these shows. And one day we just performed in the street and got picked up by producer, and I said, "Hey, would you like to open for this rock band?" And I was like, "Yeah, I love them. I mean, that's what I'm listening." And we got to meet the guys backstage.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, they're really cool. You know, they were smoking weed." I was like 16 or something. That was the cool thing to be with the rock bands, and it was really, really good. And since then, I've never stopped. This is actually how I started, because this guy, he went to South Africa to do like internship for some company, and he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be back in August." We saw the show. And like 3 days before, he calls me and say, "Yeah, I'm stuck in South Africa." He was not stuck. He wanted to take holidays, you know. I figured that after. But I was like, "What about the show? What about?" I say, "I don't know. You can do something. You have."
So you were on your own, huh?
I was like, "Okay, I've got 72 hours. I have to build a one-man show, 45 minutes." It was a small gigs, you know. But for me, I was like 17 or 18. It was the world. It was like, I'm hired for this show. And I worked, and this is how I built my one-man show in like, this show that I built this particular day, because I had a problem with this thing.
Sure.
This guy was stuck. I toured it for 7 years.
Wow.
Different, I mean, I
Well, of
improved
course,
it, different
right,
version, but
sure.
the idea was like, I had the panel, and I did different characters. Like there was 6 characters, as you said before. There was the opening with the groom with the hat, and I was saying, "Don't do the iPhones," and I was not iPhone at the time. It was cell phones. Make disappear a cell phone, then go back and do the second act with another character, change costume, blah, blah, blah. Behind the panel, you know, the thing you do.
Sure.
The stair like this.
Yep.
So, and that's you know, it's always when you have a big problem and a lot of pressure, you do your best.
Yeah.
You have no choice.
Now, were you on America's Got Talent? Did you do that?
I didn't last long. It was
No?
not. Yeah.
Yeah, I've stopped watching the show. So
I did much better on Friends Got Talent. I was in the finals in Friends Got Talent. That's where I mean.
I did see some of that actually, because just doing some research and stuff. I saw that you had done the shadows for them, and and a few other things. I can't remember exactly which ones, but
it's a game show, so you have to be aware that whoever you are, you're nobody.
yeah, right.
So you can win, you can lose, you can. The first time I won, it was great in France. I mean, when I was in the finals. Everyone was talking about me. I sold many shows. I was touring at the time. I got cut at the second round in America's Got Talent because I did some mistake. But it's the game, and I have other opportunities, and there's many shows out there.
Sure. For example, on Fool Us, and you mentioned that you did do the jump rope on Fool Us, and that way, if somebody doesn't get a chance to see it, now you did it on stage for them.
Yes.
Yep. Which is a little different. When you see the video that we directed you to a little bit, that Justin Flom did, that was outdoors, and, and I really like that about it.
And that's the point. I mean, I'm saying, and I'm telling you, there's no green screen, there's no blue screen, there's no whatever you want. It's not a camera trick. I'm telling you that, and I'm like, that's for sure. Yeah. The only thing is we framed the video because we didn't want to. It's not like if you were here on the spot, you would have kind of seen how it works. But it's cool because it's a real effect, and I can do it on stage. And this is the idea. I wouldn't use like green screen or something to do a trick. If I do something in the street, I would make sure I'm able to have a version on stage. But if I was using the version that I'm using on stage for the street, it would have much less impact, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's two different ways to work.
Yeah, you always want to be sure you can do it live for.
I think it's
for a
better
real
because
audience.
otherwise people are disappointed, you know. They come see a show and they say, "Oh no, he's not taking the scorpion out of his mouth." Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Now, you've also had some difficulties. One in particular that you mentioned to me, which similar to the scraping incident in jumping into the trap. Once you were performing a metamorphosis,
Yeah.
right? So set us up for this, because metamorphosis stories are always bad.
Oh my God, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know why I was. It was a very beginning, and it was actually the one-man show that I built. I was like 18, and I hired a girl, which was actually my girlfriend. And I said, go into the box like all the magicians, you know. So I put her in the box and I say, we're going to do this trick in my show, and we're going to tour together, and we're going to go all around the world. And one day we were in a small village near my hometown. We did my shoes were wet, so the opening was from the top. It's like you have the three parts, you know, and ours was in the center. I know there's a lot of versions.
Yeah.
So I go on this metamorphosis. I lift up the curtain. She opens the thing. She does the sign, and she goes out. And as soon as I want to jump, I slip on the thing, and I end up like this in the trapdoor, like in her arms, like and like, hey.
You were both wedged together in the trap door, right? Yeah.
Hello.
And the curtain falls down, and you're both kind of half
Like
stuck
that.
out
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, everybody
Oh, my
applauds.
Kind of, yeah. No, that's fun. That's fun to tell afterwards. But
Right.
oh my God,
yeah.
that was the end of the show.
It was the big closer, right? Big closing.
Yeah,
thing.
I had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
my big thing.
Yeah.
But the worst is not that. The worst that I had was one day. It's very hard. I was performing for like a disabled hospital.
Sure.
I don't know how you call that.
Well, yeah, right, sure, of course.
Disabled
Handicapped,
hospital.
disabled, yeah, of course. You know.
And I was performing, and I
Differently abled, if that's your thing. I guess.
I don't know. We have a special name in French,
Right,
so that's why
yeah.
I don't know the name in here. So I perform for this crowd, and I make people going on stage, but it's very hard to interact with them. So I kind of cut the tricks, you know. And at the end, my show was 1 hour, and it's like 10 minutes less or 15 minutes less because I had to cut. Like when you choose a card, and it's really hard to. I had to adapt to the audience, you know.
Yeah.
The agent. I finished my show. She comes to see me backstage. I thought your show was 60 minutes. You did 50. I was like, yeah, but you've seen. I mean, I had because oh yeah, that's the point. I was doing the sliding
The balls overhead.
Yeah, the balls overhead.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. It was too.
It would, yeah, sure.
I don't remember why, but it was too hard, and I just shortened it and I said, yeah, blah blah blah, and I did this thing with the paper, so you can imagine it was not. I kept on my visual thing, and so the agent came to me and said, you did 50 minutes, you go back on stage and you do 10 more minutes, she said. I was like, what? I have nothing to do. And so I took a balloon and I did dog, and it took me 5 minutes. I was like, maybe a tap dance? That was awful.
Those were the days, weren't they?
And I was like, I was very young. I was not 20, I think, and I was scared. And I called my friend who got me in touch with this agent. I was like, you think she's mad at me? I did only 55 minutes. But if I was now, I was like, come on.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, under the circumstances, it sounded like you did a fine job.
Yeah,
right?
but not only. I mean, when you do a show, you're not paid by the hour.
No, right. You're paid to do a show.
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
You know? If they had a good time, if
That's
they
what-
enjoyed the show, that's what matters.
Not
right?
like 10 minutes.
Go back out there.
This one was, that was the
Maybe-
best.
You know, maybe back when dinner theater was popular, you know, like,
Yeah.
the dessert's not ready. Get back on stage.
Yeah. Oh man, I had so much things. Oh yeah. I think it's funny how much you can. Yeah, I think all the magician has. You've had.
Well, of course.
Sure.
You know, it's mainly how you recover from it and move on and
Yeah.
learn. You know, and you seem to have a good sense of humor about about having dealt with it. At the time, I'm sure it was awful.
Oh no! I was pissed off. And you know what? Even when I miss a ball like tonight or something, I'm really pissed off. I'm just getting like more. I'm breathing more, but I'm very harsh on me when I'm missing something. I'm very. So can you imagine when I'm falling?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think that's what informs the stuff that you do. Is that, you know, you're a perfectionist, you're an idealist and a perfectionist, and so it becomes something really remarkable, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's always
Yeah.
work.
Do we have any other questions? Anybody want to ask Xavier anything before we wrap up? Ah, sweet. This is good, man. Thanks for joining us. Big round of applause for Xavier. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's been a great pleasure talking to you. Really enjoyed it. Fantastic job. Thank you guys for supporting Live Magic. We'll see you next time. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Real pleasure.